so many chickens. They get away from my face, a little eye biter. I was a little bit late getting down to the coop today, so I haven't properly finished setting up my tripod yet. So I'll have to do that right now real quickly, and then I can get to feeding them. But as you can see, they're already excited. They're already ready. Chickens are just going to sit on my shoulder and wait. They're very patient like that. They are very willing to just sit here and wait. Like, they're in no rush, but the moment the corn comes out, they will fight hard to make sure that they can get themselves some of that corn. Some of that delicious, sweet corn. Hello, Tori! Welcome here, Tori. Just one moment, I just got to set up my tripod, and there you go. I think the tripod's basically set up now. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm doing a horizontal landscape live today. Sorry about it. I'm doing a landscape live today because when I do too many vertical lives in a row, YouTube doesn't like them and then starts promoting them worse in the algorithms for some reason. I don't know why. So I decided I'll do one of these today just because it's good. And you can also get a much better view of all the chickens all around when I do this. So here, let's get the corn and go. Boop. And let's let everyone have some bites. Oh my goodness, it's so much corn, so much chickens. It's very difficult to do. So I think if I were to do this more often, I think I'd probably have to get a plug in a screen on the opposite end of the wall to play chat on or something like that. Because currently on the phone, it'll only show me like 3 messages of chat at once when I'm doing it this way, and then they fade away after a little bit. Hello, Dragon! Hello, Dahu! Greetings! Welcome to the stream. Today will be a much quieter stream because I am doing a horizontal one. That's alright. The horizontal ones are quite relaxed. They're quite chill. Also because they're a different algorithm to the vertical streams. And if I don't do as well and if people don't stay around as long, it doesn't actually hurt my vertical streams. In fact, it helps them somehow. I don't know how though. But oh, wait. Alright, see right there? All the corn's gone immediately. They will eat and eat and eat. Their little guzzle guts, they'll eat as much as they can, and then when there's nothing left, they will just be... they'll do nothing. They'll just sort of sit here. Look at them. They're just sitting here waiting, looking around, thinking, oh, where's the food? Where's the food? That's what these birds are like. They always just complain and say, where's the food? But they never want to go out and get an honest job to earn any food. Oh my goodness, I was just looking in the nest box. Yes, MP, I saw that. Sorry, yes, Doc, I saw that MP can't come today. He's busy with his work, and that's very understandable. All these chickens here. Dragon, nothing particularly serious happened. I think MP can't be here because he is doing like schoolwork and stuff. And that's what happened. See there in my nest box? See that egg right in the back? This is a double yolk egg. This is one of those comically large eggs that only the white leghorns lay. Well, recently my last like 3 have been from the double yolks have been from the leghorns, but I get so many of those from all the different breeds, all the different colors and patterns. They lay them. I've got white double yolks, brown double yolks. I've got the really dark ones, and then the pink browns, like all the different colors here. Let's grab an apple. This is a nice apple because I was out of the cheap bad apple. Hello, Dylan Medina. You're 3 minutes late. Don't worry about it, man. You're here in the end, and that's what matters. Hello. I need one of the peacocks. Peacock, get here, peacock. I can see the peacocks. They are right there. It's actually a lot easier to show things to my side with the landscape video. But like, yeah, they're over there. They're looking at me. They want to jump over. You can see her. She walks over. She wants to jump on my arm. They just don't feel very safe on my arms. When they jump on my arms, they feel precarious. They feel like they're gonna fall off. They feel quite bad. So who knows? But yeah, I am just doing this this live this way, the horizontal live, just to see if tomorrow's vertical will be better as a result. Matthias Yoder, you had church today, but it got canceled because of how dangerous the roads are. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Hope you're okay. Hello, content disabled. You are fish. Greetings, fish. I'm not really very knowledgeable on fish. I'm more of an expert on chickens and birds, and I guess chickens, peacocks, ducks, and geese. And soon I'll be an expert on other things like guinea fowl and turkeys, because I'm buying a bunch of those this spring. If I'm able to put in my order in time. I still haven't been able to do that yet because my chickens are still sick. They haven't been cured yet. Ow! Look at that thing. It just pecked me on the back of the head. Come on. Come on, jump up. Jump up. Come come on. Oh, she wants to. Come on, jump up. Look at her. Peacock, come on, Peacock, just get up. Apologize for that. My Peacock just jumped up and smashed straight into my phone. She tried to take out the stream. She tried to destroy it, but she just couldn't. But yes, hello, everyone. Greetings. What else? Ow! Oh my goodness, that stings! Ow! She jumped right on my head. Oh, you monster. Content disabled, you're Enlightened Gamer. Hello, Enlightened Gamer. Greetings. Dragon, the whiteboard is sad. Yeah, the whiteboard is a little bit sad right now because the chickens, as you can see with the one that flaps straight on my skull. Ah, that hurts. His script is getting real bad. Chickens love to flap, and so they will flap straight into, there's a whiteboard sitting there doing nothing. They'll fly straight into it, and they will try to wipe off every single piece of text from it. They just do that. They are pure chaos. They will slap into anything. They will wipe off any markings. They just have no respect. But they do lay those double yolk eggs, which are really cool. And I have actually been able to edit more shorts recently by using those double yolk eggs, because cracking open and cooking a double yolk egg is a lot easier of a video to produce than if I have to edit down an hour of footage. So that means it's a lot easier to do if I don't have as much time available. Gone disabled. Why is it not like how... Well, what the heck was that with the chicken? Why is it not like how I always make a short? The stream today is horizontal because horizontal streams are different to vertical streams. They have a different algorithm, and it's just an experiment because my vertical streams, they go up and then they go down, and sometimes they get better, sometimes they get worse. So I'm just doing this as an experiment to see, does doing one of these make the other streams better? Who knows? Yes, hello. Oh my goodness, just smashed me in the face again. My goodness, how these things hurt so much. Hello, Darlord Beerus. Matthias, you ask, how is Echo? Echo is very good right now. I can actually pick her up later because she hates being held, but I might just be able to grab her. Who knows? And also, hello, Saifedin. Hello, Sprinter. I'll call you Sprinter. Hello, Sprinter. Welcome back. You're new to my channel. Greetings. Yes, Dragon, I know. Yes, Dragon, I know the... Oh my goodness, this chicken is so loud. Quiet, chicken. Quiet chicken. I know the vertical streams. I know a lot of people prefer those because those are what I do. And I'm not doing these because I think these are better. I'm doing these because they're different. They use a different algorithm. And on YouTube, if you do one of these horizontal streams among your vertical streams, it can make your vertical streams perform better due to some random witchcraft magic. So, like, yeah, I'm just doing this as an experiment. I'll probably do these once a week for the next, month. Oh, no, my apple! Oh, they stole the apple. Can you believe that? That's this way. Look at this. That's all the apple we have left. This tiny little thing here. Dahu, you prefer the horizontals? I'm happy you do, because I think, oh, no. Oh, whoa, look at that. She has that apple in her mouth, and she's trying to eat the entire thing. Nope, and she dropped it. The apple fell off. The apple is gone. Dear. Well, I'm gonna go. Oh, here, let me see. Sprinter, the chickens are cute and beautiful. Thank you very much. Hello, Nezrin. Who else is here? Hello, Lulu. Greetings. Here, I need to grab the goose. Someone asked how Echo is doing. So that means you know, I'm obliged to grab Echo, who is right down there-ish. She's tiny and she does not like me. Let's grab it. Come on, Echo, come on, Echo. Right here. Here's the fluff ball. I gotta lift her up. She does not like being, I'll put this back, actually. That's what I'll do. There we go. She hates being held. She's tiny. She usually screams a lot. For some reason today she's really calm, but she does not like this. Neapolitan can handle it. Goo can handle it. She does not. So I'll just grab the corn and then I'll feed her some corn to help her feel a little bit better about it. Hello, MP. Greetings, MP. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Who else was here? Yes, Nesri, it's Goose. I don't play any Roblox content. I don't do any of that. That's not my thing. Matthias, it's nothing but rain and snow outside. Ooh, very good. Yes, I hope everyone's been safe so far, especially in the cold weather. Like if you live in Texas, because you have a few people who live in Texas. Oh no, poor Echo. She's getting stomped on by the chickens now. My goodness, it's so loud in here. I can barely speak. Let's go. Eat up, Goose. Oh my goodness. No, too many chickens. Get out of here, chickens. Goose. There you go. She can try to eat. I'm not sure even how much of that you can see. But she's trying to squeeze down some corn. Oh, poor Goose. She's just getting stomped on. She's just, oh, the poor little thing. Here, can you see that? There you go. You can see her. She has her tiny little face sticking into the glass. There you go. There you go. Look at that, eating well. Such a happy, wholesome bird. Nezrin, the chickens don't peck very much at Echo. They only peck at her a very little bit. And also, Echo is a goose, so she... Oops. The main reason why they're pecking at her is because they're trying... Oops, there goes Pepper. Poor Pepper. Yeah, she's fine. She's chill. But yeah, the main... Goodness, it's loud in here. The main reason why the chickens peck at Echo is because they like to eat her feathers, because she has very delicious feathers. But she will also peck at them. My goodness, these things are so... She will commonly go straight up to the chickens, run up to them, bite their feathers, and try to rip out fistfuls of feathers. She can't. She just sort of chews on them. She goes, nom, 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 nom. She chews all over the chickens. She's a little bit chaotic like that. No, please do not self-promote in chat. Content disabled, whatever. I don't remember what you said your name was. I'm very sorry. Please do not self-promote in chat. Safedin, I'll just call you Spirit. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that other name. It's tomorrow you'll what? Good luck, I guess. What is happening in chat? The chat is such a tiny window. I can only see 3 tiny messages at the same time. Lulu, Pepper's a chill guy. Oh yeah, Pepper is a really chill guy. I love Pepper. Is one of my favorite chickens. This goose is one of the least chill gooses you can have because she's tiny. She's almost as scared of everything as the peacocks are. She is very, very crazy, but that's all right. She's cute, and cute is what she needs to be. And the biggest thing about her is that she goes broody really easily, and that's what's important. Yeah, do not talk about random plans in chat. That comes across really weird. When you say it like that, it sounds like you're plotting to destroy me or something like that, and I do not appreciate that. Here, let's get some more chickens on my shoulders. There you go. We just need a few more chickens just because it's always a good day to sit down with chickens. And I can never tell, the viewership drops down to 4 people, but I can see more than 4 people chatting in the chat. So it makes me wonder how many people are actually here. That's not important. The good thing about these horizontal live streams is whoever is here actually came here, like, willingly chose to join. So the viewership number is the amount of, like, real viewers I have, unlike with a vertical live, where I'll get something like 1,000 viewers, and then most of them will be people who've never seen before and never will see again. It's strange. Yeah, YouTube says 4, but yes, we have Nezrin, MP, Tori. Hello, Burb Loves. Greetings. Your first time watching a stream. Greetings. Hello. Normally my streams are vertical, but today the stream is horizontal just because I, want to break up the algorithm. Vertical streams are much better for discovering. More people can find you, but the views go all over the place. Like, it's kind of fun. Shorts are really stable. Videos are way more stable than shorts. Vertical live streams are so chaotic. But here, let's get a little bit more corn out, just because corn is the thing they do with all the chickens. There you go. Look at that. Now they can all eat and they can all munch. Everyone loves a good munching. And there's the peacocks over to the side here. So let's see. Peacocks out. There's a peacock. Take a few bites. Take a few. Out. Oh. The chicken tried to jump onto the corn and they fell straight to the floor. Ouch, poor guy. But yes, hello everyone. Nezrin, that's why the stream seemed weird. Yes, the stream seems weird because it is the wrong way around. That is completely why the stream is weird. And I have to mention this a lot just because a lot of people will see it and think, this is weird, and then they'll leave. But yes, hello everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. There's still more than 4 of you in the chat, and it still only says there's 4 of you in chat. So that's 4 of you watching. So that's a little bit crazy. It is crazy using Burb Love. Yes, it is very, very crazy right now. I think it's crazy every single day. The moment I have this just tiny little container of corn here, and whenever the corn comes out, the chickens go absolutely wild. Here, peacocks. Gotta get the peacocks in there to eat some food. Like the chickens go wild. They become a tornado of chickens. They will fly around, flap at me, claw at me, try to jump at me, peck out my eyes. Like these things are just pure chaos. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah. These girls. These not you. Here, I'll pick up one of these. This thing is. It looks like a rooster or whatever because of how big that comb and wattle is. That's a hen. White leghorns just have incredibly very large wattles and combs. They're really cool. But here, let me grab the yeah. Yeah, Nezrin, the corn is gone in a matter of seconds. It is crazy. Dragon. In the future, oh my goodness, these chickens are so loud. In the future, if I ever get a nice, like if ever I get like a pure white chicken with like a white comb or something, I don't know if those exist, but like maybe if I could get like maybe an opposite color of Pepper, like if I could get Pepper, but instead of orange, she's a white and black Easter egg or something like that, maybe I'd call one Salt. Like it's always good ideas for the future. What's happening here? My goodness, what is happening here? I'll have to ask later to the mods, what the heck is this whole situation? MP, if something bad is happening, you can always just do me tweet. Hey, Peacock! Oh, whoa! I tried to pick him up. He did not like. Look at these chickens. I don't even have any corn available, but they know I have a bucket here. I have this bucket filled of treats, and so they know the bucket's there, so they keep jumping on my shoulders anyway, because they want to come by, they want to say hi, and they want to save their spot in line to make sure that they can get some treats. Hello, girl. Yeah, you can see her. Look, she's looking down there. She can see the bucket. She's looking straight at it. She's like, ooh, there's the bucket down there. Look at all these girls. It's kind of funny that the white leghorns are the ones that will sit on my shoulders the most out of all the chickens, because these girls, if you don't handle them enough, they get really aggressive, but if you do handle them properly, they are some of the friendliest chickens you can possibly get. Exactly, MP. They know there's corn. They can see the corn. Patamu, Chicken Harmony, yeah, these chickens are, like, definitely making music right now. It is a lot of music. It's the orchestra, yeah. All the chickens making noise right now. Let's see. We have 3 chickens I have 3 nest boxes right now. There's a chicken in every single one, and then we have a couple of chickens who are trying to lay eggs who aren't in the nest box. So what they'll do is they'll go into. Ow! Stop it! This girl, stop pecking me in the face. Ouch! That hurt. Just a little bit. Not very much pain, but just a little bit of hurt. Here, Peacock, I want you. Stand on my shoulder. Nah. What if I grab the corn? Will you stand on my shoulder? What about now, huh? You want to stand on the shoulder? You want to stand here? I don't want any more chickens. I want the peacock. Come on, peacock girl. Come on, stand on the shoulder. Come on, here, stand. They can do it. They're just really skittish, so they don't like to stand near me if they don't have to. Ow. Oh my goodness, too much chaos. There's too many chickens everywhere. But yeah, Lulu, the chicken orchestra never stops playing. It is constant. It always goes on. And I'm the director of the band. It's like how you have those people with the little sticks they wave around. I have the little bit of corn that I wave around that all the chickens scream their throats out to. Yes, Dragon, Peanut is still okay. Dragon Tori, Peanut is still fine. She's actually literally just on the ground at my feet right now. I'll go grab her for you. Peanut. Hey! Oh, was someone trying to jump my phone? Here's Peanut, right there. If you haven't seen a chicken in a while, it doesn't mean they're sick. It just means they're not in the way. Because Peanut doesn't roost on me to eat food. That's like, unlike the babies that will sit on me to try to get fed, she doesn't do that. She's just chill. She just hangs out on her own and waits for her turn. So, like, she will actually just sit here, and then I will say, come on, eat up. There you go. Look at her eating. Oh, she's so precious. She's such a tiny girl. And it's kind of funny, she's so small, she's so tiny, yet she's an incredibly hardy chicken. I don't know what's happening. She's still here, look at her, we still have Peanut, but she can no longer act. Oh, she's trying to get the corn, but she just can't, because there's this big fat chicken jumped up and knocked her out of the way. Here, come on, everyone, come on, get off. She's on the corn and she's holding on for dear life. You cannot shake her. There you go. Get off me, get off me. It's like if you've ever seen rodeos where people have like, I don't remember what it is. Is it what's the thing in the rodeo where the people try to not get thrown off the back of a bull, where like they jump on the back of a bull that tries to kick them off? It's basically like that thing, and chickens are the champions. They never fail. See, here's the peacock. Peacock, sit here and eat. Eat. There you go. There we go. There's the good girl eating. It's very hard because she doesn't want to jump on my shoulder on her own, but if I can just pick her up, I can chuck her down here, and then finally she will sit. And the moment I stop holding on to her, she will fall off and try to scrape me down with her. Dog who says that Luna making sounds. There are a bunch of chickens making sounds. Luna's in the nest box right now, so she's not the one making noise. But like who is in the nest box changes moment to moment. Because some will jump into the nest box, some will jump out, and it's always cycling. Here, let me get a little bit closer to the camera so you can see this. Come on, everybody, eat up. I think that was all the corn gone. It really doesn't last that long now that I've switched to tiny containers. But like the vet recommended, you might want to feed them less corn because the amount of corn you feed them is not only is it expensive, corn is also not a very good dietary thing for them to eat huge amounts of corn with nothing else. And that is like, yeah, I guess that's true. It's like it's empty calories. Yeah, it's kind of funny, Lulu. I have black and white chickens. I have orange chickens. I have striped ones and polka dotted ones and all sorts of different colors. And none of them sit on me as much as the white ones do. The leghorns will jump on me so much. Oh, you gotta go. Goodbye, Tori. Goodbye, Tori. Patamu. I think it's pronounced Patamu. Corn is the blessed vegetable. Yes, corn is the blessed vegetable. It's the blessed fruit. It's whatever. Whoa. It's Peanut who's making noise right now. Tiny little Peanut is just standing over and clucking. I think she wants to lay an egg because I installed a bunch of Christmas. You can see I installed these Christmas lights here. The moment I installed those Christmas lights, all of a sudden now it's like the chickens are laying more. I think the extra light helps make them want to lay, which is pretty cool. But yeah, goodbye, Tori. Hello, Enthusiastic Archive. Welcome back. Lulu, you want me to find Houdini? I can find Houdini. He's on the floor as usual, but I'll have to put down my little pea girl here for that too. MP, you don't know if this was a feature at all, but once your horizontal stream was recommended to use through the short feed. Nope, that is a feature that YouTube's doing. I saw one of my friends actually had this, where a fan of my friend's channel sent them a screenshot where one of their 15-minute horizontal videos showed up in the shorts feed vertical tab. That is something that that's something that TikTok does, and YouTube is always trying to chase what TikTok's doing, trying to do the same thing TikTok does, and it's not good. I don't really like long videos showing up in the shorts feed because that sort of gets rid of the point of shorts, you know? It's just sort of, do you want the feed or the not feed? But yes, hello, Large Family Homestead. Good to have you here. Greetings. And I pronounced your name properly. Very good, Patamu. Patamu, I think. I'm sorry if I pronounce it differently every time I say it. That's just how it happens with names that are, like, not familiar. Here, Houdini. Ah, look at him. Oh, I just knocked the chicken off. Here's Houdini, because Lulu wanted to see. Ah. Look at him. He has a big face. He has that big scowl, that always, that bad posture that he always has. Here, sit. Sitting is not an option. You will be held. You will sit, and you will like it. There you go. Now look at him. Look at that big boy. He's just sitting there, just calm, just so happy. Mew means moo in French. I see. Burblove, yes, look at this guy. He's my big rooster. I've only had one rooster for the longest time because I used to have multiple, but they'd fight, so I had to get rid of one, and I kept this guy because he was because maybe a more dominant rooster is better, but a less dominant rooster is friendlier, because a more dominant rooster is more likely to get into fights, is more likely to attack you or other animals. Less dominant rooster like this guy, he's just a chill dude. I really love him. He's awesome. Bird his hair is Polish hair. It's the coolest hair ever. I love it so much. No. Lulu, if you think Houdini would injure a chicken, chickens are very lightweight, and they're also very durable. My chickens don't get hurt when he lands on them, but you know who does get hurt when someone lands on them? The geese land on chickens all the time if the geese try to jump around. And when geese fall, they can hurt. It's crazy. Tori, you're subscribed to Large Family Homestead. Good to hear. Goodbye, content deleted. Have a good one. What else is happening here? But yeah, there's so much going on. You know what? I think I can have him here for a little bit. You know, I'll grab some bugs. He doesn't like to eat many bugs, but I'll squeeze him down while I lean over so he doesn't fall off. I'll grab some bugs. Bugs, you want some bugs? Boy, you want some bugs? I got some good bugs here. Bugs. Here. Eat the bugs. Everybody gets to eat the bugs because a little bit of bugs is a good source of protein. It's a good source of calcium. It's a good source of other stuff, I guess. I don't know, but he's so cool. Hello, Enthusiastic Archive. Wait, no, you're just Enthusiastic Channel. Are you not the same as the other one? Hello, Enthusiastic. Greetings. Dahu, because he wants to get off, he's kicking. He only kicks when I compress him like that. He usually doesn't want to get off very much. It's mostly just like you have to restrain them when you're moving, because when you're standing still, they're more than happy to sit here. But when you're moving, they don't like it anymore, and they want to just get away. Is that Dolly behind me? I know it's not Dolly behind me, because Dolly's directly in front of me. So I don't know which one you're talking about, because both Dolly and Elvis are on the ground right now. They're just sort of chilling, relaxing. Dolly's always really weird. She's sitting on top of the feed bin, staring down at everyone with a disapproving scowl. So I don't know what's the deal with her, but she seems fine enough, probably. Bugs. You want some bugs? Look at that. Delicious dried bugs. Chickens love it. The geese kind of eat them a little bit. It's kind of funny. Geese love eating live bugs. Like my geese, they always search in the grass for like little bugs and beetles and worms and things to eat. But then when it's dried bugs like this, they look at it and say, no, I don't like that. Hey, and then you have these dang chickens here. This is one of the chickens that's eating feathers. I don't know why. Sometimes they just like to pluck out feathers and eat it. And I don't know how to cure that. Large family, do you know how to stop chickens from eating and plucking feathers? Because mine do that a lot. And I know with you it might just be to eat the chicken, but like, I don't know. MP, shrimp are not bugs. In fact, the opposite is true. All bugs are crustaceans, but shrimp... No, wait, is that true? I think that's how it works. I think crustaceans. I think all bugs are technically a group of crustaceans. I'm not sure, but yeah, shrimps are not bugs. Shrimps is not bugs. I'm afraid. It's very sad to say. Lulu, you read Houdini some of those poetry stuff? The love boss. No, don't read him the poetry. He doesn't need more poetry. He's already. You can see he has a large skull and a bit of like a concave head. He's a little dumb. But he's cool looking. He doesn't need to be enlightened. He doesn't need poetry. He just has to be here and exist. But yeah, Dahu, I can pick up Dolly later if you want. Because Dolly is a very cute chicken, but she's very hard to hold. You know what I'll do? I'll have Dolly out. I'll have Dolly on one side, Houdini on the other, and then you can see all the Polishes I have. Minus the one that is not very interesting. MP, can chickens eat shrimp? Probably, I think. Ow. Yeah, probably. Usually, chickens can eat most things. Shrimps, their meat is very similar to other meats, and their skins are very similar to the skin you have on bugs. Because yeah, shrimps are very similar to bugs. So if chickens can eat bug, they can probably eat shrimp. Like, did you know that you can get, if you have a seafood allergy, you can actually get an allergic reaction eating bugs too? Yeah, don't eat bugs. Well, like, you can eat bugs, but like, yeah, it's a bit problematic. Nezrin, you get tingly when you see live bugs or spiders or stuff like that. No, I get that. I don't like seeing big spiders, any sort of live bugs or anything like that. But I used to get really grossed out seeing bugs when I was younger, and then I just sort of stopped caring. That's just kind of something that happens. But then, like, these bugs are definitely very dry. They've been preserved for a long time, so they should not make you at all scared. They should be very wholesome. Hey, no, she's standing. Oh, they stood on my bucket again and knocked over the bucket. They're gonna get themselves hurt. Dragon, you got a question? I don't know what that chicken is called. I have no clue what that chicken is. Do I feed my chickens mealworms? Enthusiastic Archive, these are mealworm bugs. I don't feed them live bugs because live bugs can potentially injure your chickens. So, like, if you're feeding your chickens grubs, since grubs have little sharp, mandibles on them, they could actually, when inside your chicken, they could actually bite your chicken and hurt them. So, really, a good idea is if you're gonna feed them bugs, just kill the bugs first, just so it doesn't hurt your chickens. But these dried bugs, yeah, there's no risk for these. I bought these things for like $10. Yes, exactly, Patamew. Happy Meal worms. These are the Happy Meal worms, dried, preserved. I bought them from a factory. It's pretty good. The SMP. Food does actually fight back, so that's why you always gotta be careful what you eat, because if you don't eat the right thing, your food might hurt you. Your food will fight back, and your food fight back is hard. Hello, Dahu, you're still here, you're just doing your job. Good to have you here, man. So delete messages if they are ever really weird, like how we were having those strange things earlier. Burb Love, you feed your wild birds live mealworms when you handle them. Ow. And the birds love them. Yeah, I did feed my birds. I feed my birds a lot of worms and stuff like that. I just don't ever feed live bugs to my chickens on stream, just because it does. YouTube hates feeding live bugs, so I don't do that. Because, yeah, YouTube sees that, and then all it takes is a single person to say, I don't like this, and then YouTube will give me a strike. Good night, dragon. You gotta go, you have to go to sleep. Good night, sleep well, dragon. Large family, have you ever tried black soldier fly? Soldier flies. Sorry, I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. I think these actually are black soldier flies. I'm not sure though, because it's always like, do you want mealworm grubs, superworm gloves? Grubs. My goodness, sometimes words are hard to say. Patamew, your chickens bite worms like 10 times or whatever before eating. That is a really good thing. Chickens will do that in the wild. Wild birds will do that. They'll peck at their prey a bunch to make sure it can't hurt them. My chickens don't do that. My chickens are absolute guzzle guts. They will eat absolutely everything, and they'll bite in a single bite. I fed them like large bugs, large worms, whatever, and what they'll do is they'll go up to it and they'll literally just suck it down. They'll go, and that's it. That is it. So, like, yeah, if your chickens can peck at the stuff first, that's a really good thing for their safety. But if they don't, that's also a problem. Oh yeah, Houdini left. No, Houdini left. MP, can chickens eat cinnamon? I would not recommend feeding chickens any sort of spices unless you've done proper research onto it, because a lot of spices, a lot of plants that taste really spicy, they taste spicy because those spices are insecticides that are natural insecticides. So that means if you feed your chickens these spices, it could be poisonous, because I know things like chocolate is poisonous to chickens, tea is poisonous to chickens, a lot of nutmegs, like I think cinnamon and nutmeg both might be poisonous, but I don't know though. Ow. I'm being too many chickens. Ow. Oh, these things scrape like crazy. It's also kind of funny. The white leghorns will sit on my shoulders like that. The girl over there, Speckles, which is right somewhere over there, she loves to sit on my head, and I don't like that. And then you have other ones like this is a Rhode Island red girl who loves to just sit on the lap and eat bugs. It's really good. It's really cute. I love these things. Dahu, can chickens drink Kool-Aid? Chickens can drink some Kool-Aid. It's not recommended to feed your chickens anything really high in sugar or flavorings, like artificial flavorings. Both of those are not a good thing to feed your chickens. But if you have unflavored Kool-Aid, like the salts in Kool-Aid should be fine, as long as it's not like a caffeinated Kool-Aid or anything. I don't think they make those. But just like electrolytes are alright. Like honestly, if you want to feed your chickens electrolyte, Kool-Aid can be good. Kool-Aid, I'm not sure if it's, I don't remember if Kool-Aid's the best option or not, but I don't think it's dangerous. I think it can be an emergency electrolyte thing, but usually it's better just to mix up salt, baking soda, sugar into water if you need emergency electrolytes for your chickens, or better yet, go to your farm store and buy emergency electrolytes. MP, do not feed catnip to your chickens. If you feed catnip to your chickens, any plant that has a really strong scent to it, those scents are chemicals that are pesticides. So catnip is actually a naturally occurring pesticide in the plant that stops bugs from being able to eat the plant because it poisons the bugs. Same thing with caffeine. Caffeine is a bug poison. So caffeine's safe for us, but dangerous to chickens because it is bug poison, and chickens love bugs, poisons them, so you gotta be careful. Lulu, all the chickens are scared? Nah, the chickens aren't scared. The chickens are happy. None of the... Scared? No. Lulu, you remember Jack Jr. up at the roof just ate some bees? Very nice. That's cute. I wish my chickens would do that because I have hornets' nests every now and then that are in the roof. I would really love to have a chicken just fly up to the roof, eat the hornets, and then come back down again. That would be so funny. But my chickens, they're not really one to jump. They're not really ones to explore. They just sort of sit there and do their own thing. And also, my microphone will not be here until next Monday. I bought this microphone in December. I bought it in December, and it said it would arrive before the end of December. And then it was January 3rd, and now it's, way past that. And it says, oh, yeah, we're going to deliver it later. So, I'm sorry, because you're currently coming through the microphones on my phone, which means the audio is probably a little bit scattered, a little bit noisy, a little bit problematic, but shouldn't be too bad here. Let's see, who else was available? Oh, yes, Dolly. We wanted to see Dolly. Dolly is right there. That's little Dolly. She loves to sit on top of the water and then on top of the food. And then what she'll do is she'll go into the nest box and harass my laying hens. But I don't want her to do that right now. So I'm going to go pick her up real quick. Hey. I got Dolly. She's very skittish. She's very hard to hold. Here, let me grab her more properly and restrain her a little bit better. She gets very scared because this is why I always recommend people to restrain your chickens properly. Because if your chickens, you can see when I was holding her and I wasn't properly restraining her, she would fly around, she'd get scared. But when I hold her like this, where her wings are properly pressed down, now see, she's no longer screaming, she's no longer shaking or anything like that. I can give her little pets, she's not doing anything. Because when chickens are allowed to flap about, they get themselves more scared than they can move. So if you just hold them more properly like this, look at her. I hold her properly. She's no longer scared anymore because she doesn't hate me. She just hates being picked up. I can see I can put her on my shoulder like this and she will just sit here actually because, yeah, she doesn't hate me. She just hates being held. But if she can sit here, now she's chill. She's not being held. She's not being squeezed. She's not being shook around. She's just chilling and that's pretty awesome. Burb Love, look at those peats. I don't know what a peat is, but I hope she has good peat. Oh, the feets, I mean. Feet, I think that's what that means. Yeah, these things have tiny little feet. I really love, not hers, but another one of my chickens, Speckles. She's the white one with the black speckles all around her neck. She is really cute because when she sits down, she does this exact same thing with her feet. But she has a perfectly round head, and she sits down, she just has her little toes dangling out. It's really funny. Lulu, I hope you're okay. That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good. That what happened to you, Lulu? Yes, Patamule, yeah. When you're holding chickens, you always got to be both gentle but also very firm because if you're too loose with a chicken, it will shake around and hurt itself. So that is always a really good thing to do. But yeah, Dolly is jolly. She is very sweet. I love her. She's a nice little thing. And I got her actually as a 2-pack, or not as a 2-pack. I bought two of her same breed at the same time. I bought 2 of the silver-laced Polish. I keep wanting to say silver-laced Wyandotte. Not Wyandotte, it's Polish. I bought 2 of the silver-laced Polish at the same time. And I was very confused at first because one of them was more friendly, one of them was more skittish. This one's more friendly because she can't see very well, and that makes her a lot more mild-mannered because she has less thoughts, I guess. I don't know, she's a lot friendlier just because she can't see as well, whereas my other Polish that can see is very, very flighty. More this girl's very flighty because she can't see. She can't really see the world well enough to not be flighty, but the other one who can see, she won't sit on my shoulder like this because she can actually see, oh wait, I'm not being held, and then runs away. Hello, Philip Mijatov. Greetings. MP, snow is a crystal, which means water is snow lava. Drink some snow lava. It's delicious, snow lava. Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. I love my snow lava. Peek the question you asked earlier. What was the question you asked earlier, MP? You said, Dolly doesn't want to be here. That's not the question. What is, can chickens eat bugs that carry irritating things like itchiness or soreness? Yes, they can, but it's not recommended. If you have a bug, a lot of bugs that make you feel that, ooh, look at this, wet egg, girl in the lay box just laid this thing. Look how wet that is. Oh, terrible. It's kind of funny. I'm just sitting here and then I look over and I just see it. There are chickens in boxes all around and they just lay their eggs. I'm amazed more of my chicken eggs weren't breaking because for the longest time, for the last like 3 weeks, my chicken eggs started breaking. So I've had to start mixing in oyster shells with their feed just to make sure their shells are thicker. Now I haven't had a single egg break in the last like 5 days or something like that since I started putting oyster shells in here, because they have really nice thick shells, durable shells. Their eggs land on top of each other, don't even crack anymore. Yes, Lulu, free eggs! Woo! Lulu, what if aliens who lived on Jupiter called Earth, Jupiter? Nah, it's not possible. I don't think you'd probably find many aliens on Jupiter because it's unlivable. It's a giant ball of gas, not very livable. Dahu, what was the question you asked earlier? I have to go all the way back up there. Can chickens eat snow? Yes, chickens actually do eat snow a lot because snow is just water, but it's just cold. So chickens, if your chickens are really thirsty, they will eat a bunch of snow. Even if they're not thirsty, they'll eat snow just because it's something new, it's something comical, like something interesting. I eat a lot of snow myself, but I don't eat snow off the ground because the snow on the ground is not clean. You should not eat ground snow. Ground snow is bad. But like, I eat snow when it falls on like tables in places that the birds do not have access to, because like I don't want to eat anything near these birds. These birds are filthy. But like, yeah, chickens, they eat snow all the time. My birds love eating snow. Bird Love, any problems with egg binding? Actually, no. Surprisingly, not yet, because egg binding usually occurs when like normal chickens will not become bound very often because they've been bred specifically to not get bound. When chickens get bound, there's really only there's one way that chickens get bound more often than not. Like sometimes like regular chickens will have egg binding, but usually once a chicken, goodbye Large Family Homestead, once a chicken has laid a single egg, usually all their piping and everything then gets into order and can start laying better. Sometimes they can get egg bound after laying an egg after not laying one for a real long time, or laying a really large egg like a double yolk or something like that. But usually what causes egg binding in chickens is crossbreeds. Mixed breeds in chickens create all the interesting things. Mixed breeds are a lot more likely to get shell defects, color defects. They're a lot more likely to get things like not having shells or anything like that. But also, if you crossbreed a very large chicken with a very small chicken, the babies might have the small chicken breed gene, but a large egg gene, which means you could have this tiny little chicken that lays giant eggs. So that's why it's recommended don't breed like Jersey Giants and Bantams together, because you could make an offspring that would literally die the first time it tries to lay an egg. Luckily, I have not had any issues with egg binding with my chickens, but like, I think that's mostly just because I have a bunch of very common layer breeds that have been specifically bred not to have any issues. But I'm gonna go grab that double yolk egg real quick. Oh, it's so sad. I have one of the girls in the box, the girl who just laid that egg I showed you earlier. I just looked at her. I realized that's Goldilocks. Goldilocks laid that egg, and she's just so sad. Like I went to get these eggs out from under her, and she just made a sad chicken noise. Hello, Jaco. Greetings. Dahu, who's behind me? Oh, look, it's Cheyenne. Hello, Cheyenne, my little girl. Get away from my eyes. Most of my chickens, they don't want to go out of their way to peck me in the eyes, but if I look too closely at them, they will stare me directly in the face. And as I always said this, if a chicken looks at you with its eyes sideways, it's fine. When a chicken looks at you dead on, when a chicken looks at you dead straight, that is a chicken that wants to peck. Like, you can see, they only look dead straight. When they look straight and start jiggling their head around like that, that is a chicken that's about to peck you in the eyes. Be careful. Yes. Quiet! Get here. Here is Elvis. He is one that I was talking about earlier who, because he can see, he doesn't like to sit on me. He's still easy enough to hold. You just gotta hold him real tight so that he can't get away. Here, tuck those wings in. Burblove, that crossbreeding stuff sounds awful. Yeah, that I heard about that previously and was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because, like, I've had all my crossbreed chickens have been the most weirdest chickens possible. But, like, yeah, it's, most crossbreeds will be fine, because usually egg size isn't just a single gene. So that means if you breed a large chicken with a small chicken, you might get a chicken that could have perfectly good eggs. You probably will, but there's also a much higher chance of something going wrong. Ooh, look at this Rhode Island Red down here. She wants to eat the eggs. But I just wanted to show you these. Oh, we gotta go. Goodbye, Lulu. Have a good one. Look at this. Look at this beautiful white eggs. You have the big ones and the small one. The top one is a double yolk egg, so that means it has two yolks. Unlike the bottom one, which only has one yolk. And because it has two yolks instead of one, a normal chicken, like a regular chicken, could very easily get egg bound by that. But all my chickens that have laid those so far have been common layer breeds. Things like your Rhode Island Reds, your Browns, your like white Leghorns. All these chickens are so good at laying eggs and lay so many eggs that they don't actually have any sort of issue laying these. They might, again, they still could get egg bound. Like if, especially younger hens, if it's their first or second egg or third egg or something like that, that's when they're most likely to become bound. Or if they're like 5 years old and they're getting weaker now as they get older, that's also problematic. Burb Love, no, that double yolk egg doesn't have any holes in it. It is completely solid. I keep those inside. Currently, I have, I think I have like 16 double yolk eggs. I have a bunch of them. I keep them because they're really, really cool. Adna, is that big one a peacock? This is a peacock, yes. She is big, she is beautiful, and she is very scared of being held. You can see she hates being held, but she has this beautiful face. So beautiful. She has this pretty little eyes. And if I try to put her on my shoulder, she tries to scrape the living heck out of me. Ow! She smacked me like crazy. Look at yeah, you can see I try to hold her. Dahu, I call Elvis a boy all the time accidentally because Elvis acts like a rooster. Elvis has giant spurs and sometimes tidbits. But just because they have giant spurs and tidbits, they have feminine feathers and they also cluck like a hen. So I think they're just a really dominant hen. Here, let me shove that. I just got shoved an egg back underneath one of my chickens because my big double yolk eggs. I always make sure to keep those safe so they don't accidentally crack. So she was a peahen. Yes, that one was a peahen. I have a peacock as well, but I don't really. I can't really show you the peacock because he is over. Oh wait, no, he's right there. So I just wanted to show you. There's peacock. That was Dolly who just jumped onto the ground right now. Here, let me show you the. Nest box. There's little Dolly. She's almost as scared as the peacocks are when she's on the ground. Anything comes by, she screams and runs and jumps. Here's Goldilocks. She's one who laid that wet egg I showed you earlier. Over here we have, this is one of these, oh my goodness, there's so many chickens on the ground. Keep silent. Look at this. We have this girl here, and then you have this one. Ooh, look at that, pecking at me. Ooh, very feisty. I love when they do that, when they peck at you. It's very, very cute. And then we have this girl who is just Speckles. That's Speckles. She's one who's super perfectly round and cute, and she wants to go into that box to lay, but there's already a chicken in there. So she says, I don't care, and she'll lay an egg anyway. She'll go in, sit on top of that chicken, and lay an egg there, because chickens do that naturally. I'll have this situation happen a lot, where I will have like 3 nest boxes, and one of the chickens, like 2 chickens will go into a single nest box while the others are empty. They're just like that. They're weird. Adna, Dolly is very cute. She is very cute, and she's going in to harass one of my hens again. No, Dolly. Dang it, look at this thing. She goes into this nest box. She doesn't lay eggs. She actually doesn't lay eggs. She just goes in here because she likes to escape. So she goes in there, stomps on top of my other hens, and then leaves. Dang chickens. No respect from these girls. Absolutely no respect. Oh, look at you. Who do we have here? I don't know who your name is. I can't see. What color band does she have? And I can see her name. Black band. This is Ori. Her name is Ori. Here, let's put you right there. Oh, it's a bit difficult to get her to sit because she hates sitting. And then when she sits, she's chill. Adna, do you know why chickens have that red thing on their head? The red thing on the chicken's head is called its waddle. The thing on the top is the comb. The thing on the bottom is the waddle. And the chicken's waddles and combs are... Oh my goodness! This white leghorn immediately tried plucking out Dolly's tail feathers. The white leghorns love, like, look at them. You can see them sitting back there, like... Oh my goodness, they're like, whatever the birds are, these dead things flapping around trying to eat their tail feathers, little monsters. But yeah, sorry, chickens have the waddles and combs on their heads. Those things serve 2 purposes. The first is dominance. A more dominant chicken has a larger waddle and a comb. That's why roosters have large waddles and combs, but hens also have them because even hens have to show dominance. And then the second thing is it keeps their eyes safe, because you can see a chicken like this. See how it has red all around its eyes? That means, and it also has this big thing on its head, that means when two chickens get into a fight, instead of pecking at each other's eyes, directly at each other's eyes, they will peck at the red instead. So they will peck at their little chin here, peck at their little, folds up here, and then when they peck at these folds, that actually keeps their eyes safe by giving them something else to attack. And so the reason why hens have them is not only the hens peck at each other, but also the babies. Baby chickens peck at the world to learn the world. So when a mother raises her babies, the babies will peck the mother. They will try to peck the mother in the eye, but they can't really see the eyes very well because there's all this red around. So they'll just peck at the red instead. They'll peck at the comb all over, and that helps keep the mother safe from her babies. Burb Love, such different chicken personalities. Oh yeah, every chicken has a different personality, even among the same breed. Chickens of the same breed are more closely similar to each other in personality, but if you buy different breed chickens or even mixed breed chickens, every chicken's completely different. It's really cool. Oh my goodness, I thought one of my chickens had died for a second. I looked in the nest box and she was just splayed out randomly, and I was like, oh my goodness. I gave her a poke and then she opened her eyes and went, and she just clucked me. That gave me a scare. Because one of my chickens after they lay eggs in the box, laying eggs takes a lot of work, so sometimes they just like to take a little nap first. Because you can see this chicken, she is not happy. She's just, look at her, she's just melting out. She has all her eggs here, so we can just grab the eggs and just slide them underneath her, and then she can sit on them all. Oh my goodness, look at that poor little girl. She's just so tired. She just wants a little nap. I love that one. That one's one of my favorites. And then we have other ones, obviously, like right down here where you can see we have Speckles. She's laying on top of another girl. And then this one, look how tiny that one is in the box. This one is not sitting on a very full nest because she's very low down. When they sit on top of eggs, they sit higher in the box due to all the eggs underneath them. Oh, my goodness, Dolly's back. Yay, Dolly's back. But yeah, I love the Christmas lights. Yeah, the Christmas lights are really nice. Let's see, we have one last thing of corn that I will go pick up the goose at some point and then feed that corn to him, and that way he can make sure he get some good corn. Purple Love, how long does a chicken live? Chickens live between 5 to 10 years, but they can die much younger due to disease or stuff like that. And 10 years is basically the highest end that they live. So chickens, they live, imagine a dog's average lifespan cut in half. That's how long chickens live for. But because of how many eggs these things lay a lot of eggs, so that means they're a lot more likely to get things like egg cancers and reproductive infections and everything like that. So you always gotta be very careful. Yes, Dahu MP, I'll pick up the goose. I'll pick up Neapolitan. He's the one that'll pick up the seed. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, talk about dominant hens. You can see these white leghorns are very dominant. So the other hens, they will peck at them to keep them away. And ooh, look who we have here. Here's Big Pepper, my Easter egger. I always thought she was a Wyandotte, and then after talking with some people who are more knowledgeable about breeds than I am, she is Easter egger, because this gold color is very common with Easter eggers, where I don't know why Easter eggers are this color, just a lot of Easter eggers are gold, and they lay bright blue eggs. It is so cool. Adna, do I have any baby chicks? I don't have any baby chicks. This last spring 2024, this girl was broody, so I wanted to get her some babies. So I got these babies from the hatcheries. They were 1 day old when I gave them to her, and she didn't take care of them, so now they're mine instead. So you can see, because I hand raised them as my babies, look at this. It'll just sit on my shoulder like that. They're so good. Goodbye, Patamew. Goodbye. Burb Love. Too much eggling. Yeah, the birds that are all tired. They're usual. They do it every single day. You gotta feel bad for them a little bit that they have to lay these eggs every single day, but they handle them very well. Some chickens are better at it than others. I see, it's kind of funny. There are some chickens that wait till the last moment to lay an egg. I've seen this with chickens where they will wait till the last moment. They'll jump in the box, pop it out immediately, jump back out, and go back to their regular day routine. Because they do it every single day, some of these chickens get really efficient with it, which is just so funny. Hello, PB&J. I think I said hi to you earlier, but I don't know if I did. I can't guarantee it. Ow! Dang, just pecking at my head. Here, sit down. Sit down. Now it is goose time. It is goose time. Goose right down there. Come on, goose. Come on, sit down. Get down. I need a clear line of sight for this goose. And just like that, we have goose. Picking up this guy is always very difficult because in order, like with horizontal live streams, with vertical live streams, I can just pop him, sit him down on my lap, and you can still see him. With horizontal live stream, or horizontal, it's a little bit harder. I need to. Now you can see if I hold him like this, he's barely in frame. Maybe this will. Oh my goodness, his feet are filthy. Look at him, he got filthy feet. He got gunk all over me. Oh my goodness, he's gunky chicken, gunky goose. So gunky. Here, let me grab this corn out and let's see. Okay, goose, eat up, goose, eat. There you go. Look at him, he loves to eat. Look at him munching. So much corn. There's a huge container of corn here, and that's gotten here. Let me throw some on the ground for all the good boys on the ground to be able to eat. Because this guy will share none. He will spare no corn. Look at that. Gone. Did Pepper get any? I think, yeah, Pepper's on the ground. Hopefully she got some. Welcome back, Tori. MP. Oh my goodness. Oh, that wasn't even an aggressive thing. Chickens will scrape their beaks on things to clean their beaks after eating. She decided she wanted to scrape her beak against my eye to clean it. Goofy chicken. Adno, what's on the chicken's head? What's on the goose's head? This thing here is called a blump. It's called a ball. It's called I don't know, it does nothing. It's basically just a miscellaneous lump on his head, and it does absolutely nothing. It's just flesh. Like, there's no skull or anything in that. It's just flesh, and it's purely decorative. I call it his ice cream scoop because his name is Neapolitan, like the ice cream. So I thought, hey, Neapolitan, he has a scoop on his head. It's cute. I really like it. What else is being said here? Jesse asked, did you know that some chickens can fly? Yes, chickens can actually fly really well. It's a common misconception that chickens can't fly. Most chicken breeds can fly. The only ones that can't fly very well are meat breeds, like your... Oh my goodness, my tiny goose is trying to eat my plastic containers. Dear. But yeah, chickens can fly really well. These girls here, they can fly from the ground up to roost in a tree that's like 10 feet in the air or something like that. And they can have sustained flight for like a few, like maybe 10 seconds or something like that. So they can't fly long distance like songbirds can or something like that. But they can definitely fly quite high if they need to. Or if a predator's chasing them, they can go in the air and fly for quite a while. So like, yeah, these things, they can fly, just not for very long, which is pretty cool. Like, I've had chickens accidentally flying over my fence once. It's actually Pepper who went into the nest box just now. When she was younger, she used to jump on my shoulder. She jumped on my shoulder once, fell off, got scared, flew right over the fence. I had to run out and grab her. It was crazy. MP, I have no clue what that is. What else is here? Dahu, pick the question you just asked earlier. What questions? You asked questions so long ago. I have to scroll so far back up. What if a chicken can live longer? They can't. Chickens can only live between 5 to 10 years old. Like, there's random chance, obviously. Like, you could get one that lives a little bit longer than that, but they won't, it's very unlikely to get a chicken that lives to, 15 or something like that. That's incredibly unlikely. Even under the best conditions, usually 10 years is the maximum, or maybe just a little bit over. Burblove, any problems with foxes or other chicken stealers? I've had chickens stolen by ravens. I've had chickens stolen by ravens where the I've had chickens stolen by ravens where the ravens came by and ate my silkies and a bunch of my other birds. And, what I do is I just put a mesh over top. I don't have problems with coyotes or anything like that because I have a really big, I have a really tall fence with wires in the corners that keeps my run nice and safe. So that's very good, thankfully. But, yeah, I have had problems with these chickens. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of the comments on YouTube can just be so weird. I made a video talking about I don't like ravens because they ate a bunch of my chickens. And then I got a bunch of comments saying, oh, well, you ravens probably only killed your chickens because you were an idiot. And it's that's not the point. The chickens died because I had to put them in isolation because they would have killed themselves. So I was trying to do something to protect them, and then the ravens came in and ate them because they're opportunistic. And then people say, oh, you deserve it. And it's wow, that's a horrible thing to say. That's a horrible thing to say. Anyways, enough about that. Some more goose out here. Let's see, I have the corn. I have a chicken, I have a goose, I want a peacock. I want one of every bird. That did not work. That was a failure. Let's see. I had a peanut on the ground. That peanut's ran away. Peanut doesn't want to be held. I can try to pick up someone else. How about you, Cheyenne? Look at this. I love when you can just hold a chicken with one hand. It's really funny. Because sometimes chickens are really big and they're very difficult to hold. Sometimes if they're really calm or gentle, you can still pick them up one-handed anyways. My goodness, this goose is so filthy. You know, honestly, I was thinking about how could I keep my clothes cleaner. I'm down at the coop. Probably a good place to start is to not hold this guy. This guy is disgusting because the chickens sit on the roosting bar and poop down from it. This guy sits on the ground and stands in it all. So yeah, maybe not holding this guy would be a good place to start. I'm gonna put him down. Also, look at those little feet. That little feet will dangle. There you go. Oh my goodness, he's filthy. Oh, disgusting goose. Well, that was Goose being held. What else being said? Hello, Fortnite guy. What's wrong with the goose's beak? Looks like he hit his head too hard. That little big knob on the top of his head, that knob is perfectly normal. He just has that because it's a breed thing. It's a decorative knob, which is pretty cool. Let me show you. Like, look at him right down there. I just got to zoom in. Look at him right down there. See how he is currently swimming in the water? It is very cold outside, so I haven't been able to let him out for a while. And so he just swims on the ground and then stomps on chickens. He's a bit silly like that. And then we have that girl. Look at her. Look at her sitting there. So pristine, so perfect. But yeah, enough of that. Just got to respond to chat. Oh my goodness, these things make so much noise. You sit here now. Stay. Can I let them outside? It is very cold right now. I will let them outside on Tuesday. Tuesday warms up, maybe even Monday. Monday and Tuesday potentially warm up enough for me to let them out. On Tuesday, I'm going to clean out the chicken coop and replace the bedding with clean stuff. So I'll do it then. I'll let them out then for sure. PB&J, yeah, is chicken that loves pecking me. Oh yeah, the chickens love to peck in my eyes. Luckily, I've never got permanent damage from being pecked in the eye, but it still hurts a lot. And yes, Dahu, they honk like crazy the moment I put them down. And MP, I don't know if they can eat grapes. I wouldn't recommend feeding them grapes just because I know grapes are poisonous to dogs. Grapes and tomatoes are poisonous to dogs, and grapes and tomatoes might also be poisonous to chickens. I'm not sure. It's unknown. And hello, Nezrin. Your friend says hi too. Hello, Nezrin's friend. Fortnite guy. Yes, the peacock is actually really fancy. My peacock. Let me show this. I have this one. This is a hen. She is a black shoulder Indian peacock. And that means she has really lovely black with the stripes in the front, everything like that. And then this guy is even fancier. He's a white black shoulder Indian peacock. So he has the black shoulder, but a white head. And that means his head is white and green. So he is very fancy looking. He's not what you usually think of when you think of a peacock, but I like him. He's cool. And then down here... Here in the nest box, you can see right down there is tiny little speckles just trying to lay an egg. And right on top of her, this is Big Pepper. Look at that. That's Big Pepper up there. She's the girl who only lays rubber eggs. And it's the middle of winter time. I don't know why, but the chickens, they act like it's spring. So, like, yeah, you can see girl who lays eggs, girl who literally does not lay eggs because she cannot lay eggs. And so she's going into the nest box, which makes me wonder if she's trying, like, I think she's probably starting to lay rubber eggs again. Because the hormones tell her go into the box. But she goes in the box, she can't lay eggs. She's not able to lay eggs, but she can try. Nezrin, where's Goldie? Goldie is in the nest box right now. She's just sleeping. She laid an egg and now she's very, very tired. So she's just here. She's just relaxing with it. She's not very happy. Like, she's literally melting over all the eggs. So, like, I think she'll make a good brooder when she's older because she melts really well over top of all the eggs. Some of my hens don't melt very well. Some of them do. I don't know. Some of them scoop really well too. I'll have to do. You know what I'll have to do? I'll have to do one of these days. I must do a scooping competition where I'll go down to the chicken coop and see and compare like all the best scoopers. Who can scoop the best eggs? Who scoops the maximum number of eggs? Who accepts things that aren't eggs? Who melts on them the best? You know, I'll have to do that big scooping competition. Nah, Nezrin, Goldie's fine. Fortnite guy, what's the worst thing that happened to your chickens? Yours was a bobcat that almost got all your chickens. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, worst thing for mine was just a raven attack. I had a raven attack where I had 5 silkies and a turkey chicken, and the raven came by and ate all of them because I had to put them out in the isolation compound temporarily because I had to like separate them a little bit, and the ravens came over and just killed them because they were isolated, and that was really, really sad. But yeah, Burblove, Goldie is a tired mama. That's why she is. What else being said? I think right now is probably about time for me to get going. I've been streaming for over an hour now, so thank you all guys so much for joining in. I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this is already subscribed because that's like this only goes out to subscribers usually. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining, and I will be doing a regular vertical live stream again tomorrow. So because like the horizontal is just a really rare thing. Fortnite guy, what's a chicken that I miss? I don't spend much time dwelling on the past. There's a lot of them that I thought died before their time that I wish I could have had longer, but like, there's like, you can't change the past. There's not really much you can do. You had a chicken called Eagle who used to jump on your lap. One of my favorites was I had a turkey chicken that died 3 years ago whose name was Stubbs. Stubbs, she hatched out a bunch of goose eggs. She was one of my best brooders, and she died before I started YouTube because I would have loved to have had her be like, she would have been a YouTube star. This ugly little turkey chicken, this hideous turkey chicken who would raise geese, ducklings, any sort of, like, she was the best adoptive mom possible. She would accept anything. Leahy, hold the chicken behind me. You know, I'll do this real quick. Chicken, stay here, be held. The brown one, this one doesn't like being held nearly as much. I can hold her right here. But yes, I'm going to go now. So thank you all so much for joining in. I'll see you again real soon. I'll see you again tomorrow.